Hey tribe, and good morning. So I wanted to share a little something with you all that hit me like a ton of bricks this morning during meditation. It was quite an experience. I've been guided lately to, while in meditation, actually feel my feelings through to completion. I'll explain what I mean by that. But it's, emotions and feelings that we have that hit us that we don't necessarily enjoy, like pain or rejection or sense of unworthiness or anything like that. That's nothing you would want to actively, go into. Those kind of things we shy away from. And when we shy away from those things, it causes them to stick somewhere within our body instead of feeling it all the way through to completion and letting it run its course and all the way out of our system. And so I've been actively doing that during my meditation, allowing whatever wants to just come to the surface to be felt, seen, and then transmuted. I let it go on ahead out of my system. And so this morning, here's what happened. This morning when I was doing that process, I felt myself feeling the need to cry. And I want you to know, if you ever try this, don't ever try to identify, with the story that is, coming to your mind. Like, this is why I'm crying, or because you'll start to justify your feelings. You'll say, well, this is why I'm sad. No, just let the sadness run its course. Try to stay the observer of the feeling so they could just leave instead of having a quote unquote right to stay. So I felt the need to cry this morning, and I went ahead and let it happen. And then after, I had a epiphany of sorts. I felt competition energy, and all the work that I've been doing on myself. I'm like, well, who am I envious of, or what's going on there? And I've been watching one of my favorite shows, and there's a girl on the show who has an amazing body, and I found myself thinking about her during meditation. I was like, well, if I could just look like that, if I could just, oh my goodness, I've done a lot of work. I've lost 200 pounds, and hang on, I gotta throw this away. But I don't look like I used to. That's what I know. But I found myself saying, well, if I could just get a hold of, a doctor, I could make myself look like she did. And then it hit me. The only person that I'm in competition with is me. And I had this whole experience. I'm going to try to keep it brief, but so that you can understand what I'm saying. I had this whole experience where I saw the 365-pound Sakura, and she saw me as I am today. And now I have, clearly if you lose a lot of weight, you're going to have a lot of loose skin, and you're not going to look quote unquote normal. And so that's been one of my struggles, to find the beauty in this body as it is now. But I know for a fact that old Sakura, 365-pound Sakura, would love to look the way that I look now. Loose skin and everything. I had a moment where she, my old self, was saying, go girl, yes, go ahead. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had my hand on my heart. I was like, my heart space just opened. Like, oh my God, that's right. I've always wanted to look like this. I've always wanted to be this weight. And so, yeah, the only person I'm in competition with, the only person I can compare myself to is the old version of me, because that's my story. That's my line. That's what I'm meant to live through. So it's just an amazing experience. But here's the kicker. I then thanked 365-pound Sakura for not giving up when it got tough. And we had a moment of this gratitude. Hang on, I gotta pick my dog up. Gratitude, affirmations, and just confirmation that we're on the right track and doing what we're supposed to do. And then I saw my future self saying thank you for the work that I'm doing now. This is one of the activities that I took the participants through during the solar eclipse activation. But I saw my future self saying, if it wasn't for you right now doing the work that you're doing, I couldn't shine the way that I'm shining. And we all just had a party, all versions of me. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, that the only person that you're in competition with is the old version of you. And it's not really a competition. It's just check your growth. Check where you are. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. And then just be filled with gratitude for the fact that you didn't give up when it got tough, because it gets better. Just stay the course. Stay the course. And if anybody can get anything from this, I want you to know those feelings aren't yours. They're just meant to be experienced. Let them go. Let them bubble up to the surface. Don't identify with them. Observe them. If you feel like crying, cry. Cry it out. Even if you understand where the emotion is coming from, you don't have to identify with that happening right now. These things have to run its course and then let us go. Otherwise, they stay there and they get us sick. So, hope this made sense. I felt compelled to get on here and share, and I did. This little light of mine, I'm gonna keep on shining. You should too, because the world needs you. Good morning.